Buffalo Bills are catching the injury bug early in 2024, but I'm here to tell you that not all hope is lost. Let's review these injuries and what it ultimately means for this upcoming season. At first glance, we could see some different positions that are really getting the injury bug, to include the safety position, also wide receiver position. We have 2 edge rushers. We have multiple linebackers hurt here too, with 3 of them: Matt Milano, Baylon Spector, Nicholas Morrow. I think this is definitely hurting the Buffalo Bills. But at the end of the day, none of these are really season ending. Matt Milano, torn bicep, is definitely the worst one. But again, that is a 4-month injury. The season hasn't even started yet. I'm anticipating Matt Milano to come back and be ready for the playoffs. You know, we've made the playoffs every single year other than 1 year with Sean McDermott, and I think we're definitely going to be making the playoffs again this year. And I said in my previous video, Matt Milano, he's going to be that extra spark at the end of the season when bodies are banged up, when players are extra tired. Matt Milano is going to come in fresh and just be a game wrecker for Bills Mafia. But Matt Milano, torn bicep, super unfortunate, really hurting the depth of this linebacker crew, similar to what we saw last year, having to call up A.J. Klein off the bench to come in and play that final playoff game against the Kansas City Chiefs. We see it, Baylon Spector, Nicholas Morrow. Thank goodness for Joe and Drayson. You guys could check out my previous video that I just posted, all the highlights and clips of him. I think he's a great fit for the Buffalo Bills. Kniving in, shooting the gaps, tackles for loss. He's big too. I think he's bigger than Terrell Bernard. He's bigger than Dorian Williams. So that is a huge thing. Now, Baylon Spector was going to be that depth piece for the Bills, similar to that Tyrell Dotson role for Bills Mafia. Also, Nicholas Morrow, more of a veteran type, has more experience than these other linebackers, was also going to come in and compete for that position. Now, next really is the safety spot for the Bills. Obviously, Mike Edwards, coming from the Kansas City Chiefs, was probably going to be hopefully the starter next to Taylor Rapp because of the veteran leadership and experience that he has. But he goes down early, doesn't really participate in the offseason workouts, doesn't participate in training camp because of this injury, really needs to get up in speed. Similar to what we saw with Taylor Rapp try to transition to the Buffalo Bills last year, and he even said it, he's in a much better position this year than what he was last year because of all the newness that he had to learn. It's not just the playbook and learning how things operate here in Buffalo. It's buying a house, it's settling in, getting your family settled in. So all these things really accumulate to maybe not being the best that he could possibly be for the Buffalo Bills. Then you consider him being hurt and injured. I mean, this definitely sets him back and puts the Bills in a position where we clearly have a hole at the safety spot. You know, and a lot of people were like, oh, well, we still have Cole Bishop. We just drafted him. We still have Damar Hamlin. He's been here, and this is a better opportunity for Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin was going through so much fear and uncertainty last year after what happened to him on the field. And now I think he's overcome that. The fans have overcome that. The media has overcome that. Damar Hamlin is definitely going to be ready to go to be a starting free safety for the Buffalo Bills next to Taylor Rapp. And again, I think this is definitely a huge loss, knowing that Damar Hamlin is out. You know, we're really, really hurting there at the safety spot. So I think logically, Cam Lewis makes the most sense to start at that free safety spot next to Taylor Rapp. And I'll tell you right now, Cam Lewis, Taylor Rapp, they know how to deliver a hit. I mean, I would be definitely fearful going against those 2 safeties. They can definitely deliver a blow. Now, really, to me, Mitch Trubisky injuring his knee, this could be some extended time where Mitch Trubisky is out. We're going to find that out today, I'm sure, from Sean McDermott. Is it a torn meniscus? Is it just a sprained knee? Like, how long is Mitch Trubisky truly going to be out? And in my mind here, a guy like Mitch Trubisky coming here to the Buffalo Bills, yes, he might be able to fill in for Josh Allen and win us some games. You know, the way this season is right now, with all the transition happening on defense, moving on from Trey White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, not really knowing how Von Miller is truly going to be on this defensive line. A lot of people are saying that he's going to be back. We shall see. But we really need Josh Allen this season. And I'm not saying the season would be lost if we lost Josh Allen, but I'll tell you right now, it's going to be awfully hard to win a Super Bowl with Mitch Trubisky as our starting quarterback. So yes, Mitch Trubisky was here during training camp, during the offseason, helping progress the depth on this team. And God forbid if Josh Allen did happen to get hurt and go down, Mitch Trubisky could come in and at least supplement things enough to hopefully win. But again, that's not the position we want to be in. I'm not in the position to relying on a backup quarterback here for the Buffalo Bills. You guys could see we did just bring in former Duck quarterback here, a running type quarterback with Mitch Trubisky being out a couple weeks with a hamstring injury per Sean McDermott. We could see that the Buffalo Bills did bring in Anthony Brown Jr., interesting depth piece here for the Bills, a true dual-purpose quarterback. You could really see, he has a long shot at making this roster the way it stands right now. But I think just giving him that opportunity to come in and showcase his skills is definitely crucial for the Buffalo Bills here. And you could see Brown, he's 6'3", he's 225 pounds. He's a true dual-threat quarterback, averaging 213 passing yards and 47 rushing yards per game. He led the Ducks to a 10-win season in 2022. He was with the Ravens, and in a preseason game, he went 10 or 15 for 117 passing yards. So I really believe that, he could come in and supplement things, but if we're relying on a backup quarterback, just not a good recipe for success. And clearly the wide receiver spot here with Curtis Samuel, MVS, Chase Claypool is not listed on this. Obviously, we parted ways with Chase Claypool now, but it's just dwindling into the depth of this team. And knowing that we have Khalil Shakir being the only true target Josh Allen has had, game rep-wise, but this really opens the door for Keon Coleman and opens the door for even Dalton Kincaid to get more involved. A rookie last year at this point, a lot more better than what he was right now than what he was last year. So guys are going to have to step up. Yes, Curtis Samuel gone, Chase Claypool gone, MVS not going to be there. So who else do we have on this team? Khalil Shakir. You still have guys like Andy Isabella working in the background too. KJ Hamler, a lot of these guys have done well during camp. Tyrell Shavers, these guys have balled out for Bills Mafia. Some other big losses here. Quintin Morris, he's competing right now with Davidson for that tight end spot, that third tight end role. But I think Quintin Morris, he's a great blocker too. He's like a fullback tight end hybrid. Edge rushers, Javon Solomon has been blowing things up all throughout training camp. A lot of people comparing him to Von Miller, and I really love Javon Solomon. But again, AJ Epinesa, Greg Rousseau, Von Miller, Kingsley, Jonathan, we have some depth pieces there to really help out. It's really, really tough just seeing the linebacker spot, seeing the safety spot, the wide receiver spot, our backup quarterback. All these injuries are starting to add up here for Bills Mafia. But I truly appreciate you guys all so much. Thankfully, none of these are too serious, and they're all anticipated to come back and not miss the entire season. But I really appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Also, check the link down in the description for the BNC Chicken Wing merch. We have black, blue, red, gray, Zumba style, sizes small through 5XL. Also, I am partnering with Lisa's Strombolis. You guys can see it on the screen here. She is taking orders. You guys could get $5 off. Normally, they're $35. There's about 12 slices. These things are huge. They're massive. They're stuffed with so much food. But you guys could literally get these for $30. Just send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, on wherever platform you guys can find me on. Just let me know you want it. She's taking orders by Thursday for this upcoming Bills game. We'll get that right out to you. But I appreciate you guys all so much. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.